Yo, what's happening, guys? I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Now, I'm doing this video because I don't normally go live on a Monday, but I need to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on what to expect with Bitcoin moving forward. So, last night's stream, everyone was talking about ain't going to be no retrace, Tino. There's nothing like that. Bitcoin is mooning out and what have you. Well, last night I did a little bit of, I would say a projection for myself, okay? Now, based on how Bitcoin was behaving from last night's Asian session, all right, we saw the stop hunt rise, which was in essence the clue as to believing that Bitcoin was likely to pull back. Now, how far is the pullback deemed? Like, when we say retrace, we'll never know how far it will retrace before it decides to turn. All right, but the idea of having that in the back of your mind, it's going to protect you, because if you're just getting opening positions to favor the upside blindly, all right, you're going to get caught out. You're going to be that trader that goes in with the best intentions. And you know what? All of us have great intentions when we come to trading. But unfortunately, that doesn't matter. All right. There are no, goodwills in trading. You come to the game, you come to this territory, you come to the arena of trading. All right. And it literally is every man for themselves. All right. And how long you decide to stay in the game is based on your entry point and how accurate you can get it until you realize a profit. All right. So looking at last night's behavior, we can see that we had the three pushes to the upside. 1, 2, 3 hits. Market maker was present, which is why I was saying to you guys, be mindful, be prepared. They may retrace it. Okay. They initiated the stop hunt rise and then they pulled it straight back. This is where I was projecting it to end up. And if it was that going to be much of a sharp retrace, then we would have seen price come all the way down and try and make its way back up towards the 58 zone. Well, we didn't get that completely. What we did get was this little movement. So from the stop hunt rise, which was taken on the 15-minute time frame, if knowledge serves me correctly. No, it was on the smaller time frame. Where was it? It was right here. Oh, it was on the 5-minute time frame. That's what it was. There we go. So that, no, it wasn't on the 5-minute time frame. What was it on? I can't believe it. It's 10 minutes. There it is. Okay. So there it was right there. We saw price come all the way up. They pulled it back to the VCR zone, which is vector candle recovery zone. They came all the way down and they tapped the first zone. So that was enough for them, which managed to sit at 50% of the retracement of this vector, which was in this zone right here. Okay. Then they bounced away from the zone. We got the retrace, and that's how far they went. You see, what you need to understand about retraces is this. At what point do they decide to turn price back up? Now, as you can see, with this retrace, whenever price comes away from a moving average and it hasn't shown any test back towards it, in other words, bringing things back into the fray, then you know at some point it's going to either do it very sharply or they're going to bring it in sooner than later. Or should I say, when they do decide to bring it, it's going to happen inevitably. All right? Because you can't keep rising without at least a pullback. Now, there are some altcoins out there that have just got that same strength. Just know that when they do decide to pull back to the 50, they will pull back aggressively. So the longer they stay away from the 50 EMA, the more power that move is going to have when it comes back down towards the 50 EMA. Now, what they did with Bitcoin is they came away from the zone and then they pulled it back, lined up with the 50 EMA, and on top of that, they lined with the 800 EMA as well. Drop onto the hour time frame, we see a different thing here. You can see that when they came above the 200 EMA, they came down and retested the 200 EMA. All right? We said this, wait until they show the test. This is what you're waiting for. Because by principle, it's this. Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. Now, how far and how long that continuation lasts is a different story. Now, we've come back up towards that 800 EMA zone yet again. Same place it was here, and then the same place over here. But we had the 200 EMA, which was obscuring the actual movement to go higher. So they tried it one more time and they failed. They moved down. The 200 EMA in this instance didn't get tested. This time it has been tested and they've moved price back up. Now, we've had a sharp recovery down to the vector zone. Now, whenever you see a sharp recovery of the vector candle, it's at this point in the chart which is going to determine if price is going to continue higher. What you see right here is what you want to see up here, which will validate a confirmation towards the upside. Why? Because as you can see here, they've moved away from the zone, retraced, shown the support, and then they've moved away from it. Forget the fact that it's actually come back towards it now. Remember, anything happens. We didn't know it was going to come back down towards it straight away when we were looking at it from here because this move hadn't have flourished. All right? The 800 EMA for me, in my opinion, is the wall right now. It's the block. It seems to be the zone that they just keep on pulling away from. But the thing is, what they've done, which they didn't do over here, was the 50 EMA wasn't pointing upwards, okay? Or should I say, it was having a bit of a bad time trying to get over the 200 EMA. In both instances, even up here, it wasn't anywhere near it. Tried it here, but failed. But now it's a different story. Now we've got a sharp move up with the 50 EMA, and the 200 and the 50 look like they want to try and cross over. So the odds are kind of favored in our hands to expect Bitcoin to move higher later on. But until we get that break above the 800 EMA, once we do get it, wait for the rise, wait for the retrace, and then the continuation. Who on earth is calling me at this time of night? Steve. No, it can't be Steve. I've been ignoring Steve for quite some time. He's been trying to give me telephone calls and give me the heads up on where Bitcoin's going to go next. And I'm just ignoring him because when I needed him, he didn't answer. Jokes aside. This is what we're waiting for, guys. It's this move right here. This move right here will determine Bitcoin should be continuing back up to recover the next zones of liquidity in the chart. Now, tomorrow is Tuesday, and we know Tuesday is going to be the start of at least the busiest time of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are the most important times in the marketplace because it's where everything is in full swing. All right? Doesn't look like we have any bank holidays coming up, so we're not going to be down any pools of liquidity, but we are going to be seeing some very interesting price action coming into the end of this week. All right? So what can we expect once this happens? Once Bitcoin does break these zones up here, by that time, the 800 EMA would have crossed over the 200, the 50, and the 200 would have crossed over the 800, and things should be pointing to the upside, which we will see these next previous zones of liquidity getting taken. The range weekly high is presented to us above the range daily high. Because Bitcoin's range has been relatively tight, we've witnessed the range daily high being higher than the range weekly high. Okay, but now we've got the normality in the chart, we can see that the range weekly high is higher than the range daily high. Okay? Now, let's have a look at some other things across the board. Ethereum. Ethereum is doing exactly the same as Bitcoin. Pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits to the zones to the downside. Happy days. We need to wait and see if their intention is true to continue higher. Again, look at this. This is what we want to see for Bitcoin right here on Ethereum. Look, 800 EMA just about to cross back down below the 50 and the 200 EMA. This is what we want in Bitcoin. This is a classic example of the momentum is there. Now they're pulling it back ever so slightly so they can prepare us for, at the start of the next hour candle, continuation to the upside. All right, here we go. So it's all going to be based on this next move. Okay? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all right, tomorrow I'll be going live at 2 p.m. All right, and we're going to be doing the open of the New York session. I wanted to keep this video short and sweet for you guys so that you have, can get through the information as quick as you can. All right, but that being said, there won't be a live tonight. Okay, so just keep an eye out on Bitcoin. It seems like there's a lot of hype about Bitcoin right now, but it needs to break the 800 EMA. Once we get the same break of the 800 EMA and retrace continuation back up, then, ladies and gentlemen, we should see momentum coming into the chart. Okay? Other than that, guys, mad love and respect. And you know what? Thank you very much. You've helped the channel go to 56,000 subscribers. Mad love and respect to all of you for doing so. Okay? I'm humbled by all the support that is coming in from you people. And the commitment is there on my end as well, man. I'll be here every day doing the charts, doing the live streams, and I'm just hoping that it's getting out to people that are new and coming to understand the way the game works. Okay? Go have yourselves a wonderful evening, guys. If anything drastic does happen tonight, then I will go live. There ain't going to be a time where I won't go live. If Bitcoin starts to completely collapse, just know that I'll be going live just to give everyone the heads up and try and restore some order in the chaos. All right? Mad love and respect to all of you people. Take care of yourselves. Peace.